Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to show you what I've been working on, something I think that you will enjoy because it's really easy to put together. I wanted to use some of my printed pieces that I've been playing with, and I thought I would show you something quick that you could do. It's great for a de-stash, and you can use any supplies that you have. There are really no limitations except your imagination with this project. And I'm sure you have seen something like this before. These are called pocket pages. Not my original idea. These have been around for a long time. I haven't made them in a little while, but I started putting together, packages that I'll be sending in the mail. I did show you, I think my last video, I showed you some pockets that I had kind of been embellishing and adding ephemera to. But these ones are, oh my gosh, I really love these for many reasons. I like them because they're easy to put together. You can do them all in one shot or like a little at a time. You can take your time figuring out what you want to add to them, and any theme as well. So of course I'm doing the Christmas theme right now because I've been playing with my Christmas goodies. So these are the pockets that you use for them. It's this style of pockets, which normally you would use to hold your baseball cards or any cards like Pokemon cards, anything that you want to keep protected, and I guess to see your collection. So the idea of these is that you fill them up, you add anything really that you want, and then you ship them off to a pal. So I'm going to show you what I've done with these ones. Hopefully you will get some inspiration. So the size of each pocket is about a playing card size, which is also 3.5 by 2.5. Like that's the size. I guess they're also artist trading card sizes. So if you make artist trading cards, you could actually keep those in these pockets as well, or make them that way. And this way you can embellish them as much as you want, or you can just add an image like I'm going to show you here. So let me start with this one, and I'm just going to walk you through what I've done. Feel free to watch or just listen if you just want a voice in the room while you craft. But hopefully it will give you a little inspiration on something you can do that's super quick. You can, of course, add lots of goodies to it for de-stash. So I did want to mention some of the items that I used in case you have questions. So the printables I used for it are from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. And they have many printables. I'm using some of their Christmas collection, and it's just such a nice variety of printables. This is like a small percentage of their printables. I just had some that I wanted to use. Primarily I was looking for the ones that have the size of the ATC, which is this style here. But like I said, you could use absolutely anything that you have. If you are interested in joining the Collage Club or Making and Creating, I do have a discount code for them that I will link below. And you could use the discount code for joining annually or lifetime. Now, what inspired the project was these Christmas people that they recently added to their collection. And they've also added the Victorian cabinet cards. Now, these ones printed out a little kind of crappy. My printer was running out of ink, but these ones printed out a lot better. So anyways, I'm using those primarily, but also just my stash. Like I have Christmas paper. The 6x6 paper pads are perfect because they're small enough to cut up, or you could use your leftovers, and any leftover paper bits, you could just make something with them. So I guess I'll start with this one here, which is just the basic one. And here all I did is I added one of the the ATC size digitals. I didn't decorate or anything because I love the image itself. So that's how easy this can be. You can just add anything that already has a design on it, and the idea is either you decorate the pieces or you just cover the pockets and then add your goodies to the back. Okay, so that's basically the idea of these. So I did that here. On this pocket, and I guess I'm going to pull it out because I wanted to show you, I did add some tickets, and then I made this cute little little folio here using the digitals from the sets that I mentioned. And these ones, you're supposed to also maybe write a little note to whoever you're sending this to. So this would be a perfect spot for like a little note, or maybe, you know, your favorite quote or something like that. But this is some of their Christmas paper collection and some of the goodies. So anyways, I added that there. And this pocket, of course, will include the tickets. Because you're supposed to load these things up with goodies that the recipient could use as well. And then I thought I would add this little puffy star because the paper has like a star design. Now on this side, all I did is, what do I have in the back of it? Oh, right. Okay, so what I did with this one is I had some extra bits left from making tags. And so I made them into like little corner pockets. This little piece here, actually, I'm just going to quickly show you before I forget that, comes from these Christmas, I don't even know. These are not stickers for, I don't think they are. These are not stickers, but I did get a set of Christmas goodies from Journal Say. I do have unboxings for them. I will link them below if you're interested. And that's what I'm using for this part. I have a discount code as well if you're interested. And thank you so much for clicking on those affiliate links. Just to give you an idea, some of the goodies that I showed in that haul, some of my favorites are here as well. Oh, right. Yes, I can't wait to show you these guys, or these ones. These are the little childhood memory little girls. They come in different colors. I think there's a set of 4 of these, and I'm using the ones with the red on them because of the Christmas theme colors. So let me just put that back here for now. Okay, so that's what I did here. And then in the back, what I did is I made a little pocket, and then I tucked these what are they called? The envelope seals, I guess. So anyway, so I put some there for whoever's getting these. They can use them in their, with their letters that they're mailing out. All right, so this one, all I did here is I added a little pocket. Again, that little, if you can see it there, this little, it looks like a cookie. It's part of the same collection from Journal Say. On this pocket, I had these from a dollar store. I think I purchased them a few years back. So it's like a little Christmas tag, and I thought it was so perfect because it looks like a little coffee mug. So, you know, these are also perfect if you wanted to add a gift card. So you could tuck it in behind one of them as well. Or like even a tea bag if you wanted to add a tea bag to the back. On this side, I just added one of the little girls on this paper. I did not stick it on because I thought the person that gets this might want to use the little girl. I'll probably add some more, of course, in the back. Now, this is where the inspiration originally came from the collection that I mentioned to you from Making and Creating, the Christmas people. And I thought she was just so gorgeous. I had to put her there. And I made this into like a little folder with some pockets. And this one has some die cuts. So die cuts are always something that, you know, anyone could probably use. So I've got a little snowman, a little gingy, some Christmas trees, and some snowflakes in there. Okay. And then on this side, I added just one of the Christmas paper collections from their shop. And again, I just folded this so that it could be a little writing spot in the back. And then I had this cute little pocket. And then I just added some random bits of paper because you can always use, you know, little bits for embellishing other pieces as well. So I'm still loading this one, you guys, and the ones I'm making, but I thought I would just turn on the camera and show you what I've been working on in case you get inspired to make some yourself. And then of course this one again is one of their images that I just loved so much. I didn't really need to do much with it. The one thing I'm thinking maybe I'll do is I'll add maybe a little bit of ribbon or trim to the top or the sides, maybe. I'm not sure. So that's this one here. And then in the back, just to give you some idea of things you can add, like I said, I've added some of the envelope seals, tickets. I've got some ribbons and trims. These are stickers, some tags and labels, charms, a few of the little tab punches. Is that what it's called? The whale tab. Yeah, you know what that is. And then here I'm still going to add more pieces to that one. So that's the first one. And then in the second one, I did a couple of things a little different. Again, the little girl I added to this paper here. And for this one, I just used some of the digitals. I kind of combined two of them to make that little piece. And then of course I left one of the little girls there for the person to use. Here I added one of those little pieces from the Journal Say collection. And then this one again, I made it into a little pocket so I could add some additional little paper strips. I showed you that already. This one I thought was super cute, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this little house. This one came from the Journal Say collection, and this little house happened to have the greenery already on it, so I thought it was perfect for the holiday themed pocket. Again, this is from the digital collection. So is this one here. I just again added some of the paper and layered one of the sentiments from one of the different collections on it. And then there's the additional whale tabs. Here, all I did for this one is I used my my paper punch with the tree. So I added that to a scrap piece of paper, like I punched it out of there. And then I added one of my little envelopes here with some little ephemera that can be used, you know, by the recipient. And I like how this layers because it looks like the tree. You can kind of see through the tree and see what's behind it. Another one that I made here with that same little pocket that I mentioned with some additional little pieces. And then this one, I wanted to have a little fun, so I was making a little house. I just used some craft paper, added a little door, did a little drawing with some markers. Now the markers I'm using are oh my gosh, do I have them here? They are from a recent collection that I showed you guys. This is from Grabby. I did do an unboxing from them. Now these are acrylic markers that you can use on many surfaces like glass, ceramic, porcelain, wood, rubber, metal, fabric, stone, paper, etc. Anyway, so I just used it on paper, but I love them because it's almost like using a pen. It's not a very thick marker. And so that's kind of what I did there. I added a little kind of top to the roof there and then a little sticker. And again, just something that I wanted to do that's cute and fun. And for this one, the difference of things I added was probably the bling in the buttons. Again, it has another little bag of charms and some additional goodies that I'm going to be sending out. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and just show you something you could do super quick, something fun. You could share with friends. You could just craft for yourself. Maybe this is a good way to keep track of your stash, like organize yourself and see what you've got that, you know, you might have a lot of that you might want to use. But anyways, I hope you guys like this quick share. If you were going to mail this out, you would probably want to keep all the embellishments flat, like as flat as possible. So like, for example, this one, and then you would fold it in threes and stick it in an envelope and You know, it could be just a regular letter size envelope, or you could leave it flat and mail it in a larger envelope and then add more goodies, you know, to the back, depending on how you want to send this off. But anyways, I was making a few. I wanted to share these ones with you guys. I will have links to everything I've shared in the video description. Hopefully you've been inspired and you'll make some yourself. I really love making these, and I'm so glad I started again, because I hadn't made them in a while, and they're just so fun and quick to do. You could do this with your grandkids. You could do this with your kids. You know, this would be even fun to maybe do at a get-together. Just get a bunch of things that people can put together in little pockets and decorate. I think it's just such a great way to spend some creative time, and it's easy. You don't have to do a lot of decorating, etc. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I hope you've taken the time to also enter my November giveaway. If you haven't, I will link that video below, and stay tuned for my December giveaway coming up very soon. Thanks so much for stopping by.